Texans Nation, good morning. Today we need to talk about something that's been circulating behind the scenes in the NFL, and that could be one of the most important stories of this offseason for the Houston Texans. One of the most famous teams in American football is eyeing one of the most important players on the Texans defense, a player who went to the Pro Bowl, a player who has been the team captain for 2 consecutive seasons, a player who practically commands the entire defense on the field. And the team that wants this player is the Dallas Cowboys. Yes, the state rival, the team of stars, the team that fills stadiums every week even without winning anything important in years. This team is looking inside our roster and drooling over one of our best defenders. But here's the part that will put you at ease, or at least I hope so. There's a person in the Houston Texans who will probably block any chance of this trade happening. And that person isn't Nick Caserio, it's not the team owner, it's Coach DeMeco Ryans himself. And when you understand the reason, you'll understand why this player probably isn't going anywhere. The player in question is Azeez Al-Shaair, linebacker, one of the best in his position in the entire NFL. And the story between him and DeMeco Ryans is one of the most beautiful that this sport has to tell. Al-Shaair came from the San Francisco 49ers to the Houston Texans in 2023, exactly when DeMeco Ryans took over the team. He didn't come by accident. He came because he followed his coach, because he trusted the man who believed in him before anyone else. And since arriving in Houston, he has transformed this defense into something the entire league respects. Before we continue, if you want to know every move the Texans make before everyone else, subscribe to the channel now and turn on notifications. It's quick and makes all the difference. Let's go. Let's talk about the numbers because they tell the whole story. In the 2025 season, Al-Shaair accumulated 103 tackles, 9 passes defended, 2 interceptions, 1 forced fumble, 1 ball recovery. He was selected for the Pro Bowl, and he was the team captain for the 2nd consecutive season. Think about what it means to be the team captain. It's not the coach who chooses, it's the teammates. It's the players who look at him every day in practice, who see how he prepares, how he leads, how he speaks before the game, and they say, "This is our representative. This is the man who represents us on the field." Al-Shaair is 28 years old. He turns 29 in August. He's in the last year of his current contract, which pays him $11.5 million in 2026. And it's precisely this last year of his contract that has sparked the Cowboys' interest and is generating this movement behind the scenes in the NFL. Todd Archer of ESPN got straight to the point when he wrote about what the Cowboys are missing. He said Dallas urgently needs a center linebacker, someone who commands the defense, someone who wears the green dot on his helmet and organizes everyone on the field. And Al-Shaair is exactly that type of player. Marcus Mosher, host of the Locked On Cowboys program, was even more direct. He said Al-Shaair is an incredible player entering the final year of his contract, and that it would make perfect sense for Dallas to pursue a trade now. He said he would love to have Al-Shaair on the Cowboys. Nick Harris of the Fort Worth Star-Telegram confirmed that Al-Shaair's name is being discussed internally in Dallas. And Joseph Hoyt of the Dallas Morning News shared the same opinion, that the Cowboys are exploring the trade market to find exactly that profile of player. So the interest exists, it's real, it's public, and it comes from serious sources that have covered the Dallas team for years. But now comes the most important part of this whole story. ESPN's DJ Bienami summed it all up in one sentence. He wrote on social media that Azeez Al-Shaair is basically DeMeco Ryans' adopted son. That's how close they are. Think about what that means. DeMeco Ryans isn't just Al-Shaair's coach. He's the man who believed in this player when few believed in him, who brought him from the 49ers to Houston, who publicly defended him during difficult times, when Al-Shaair was criticized for some more aggressive plays on the field. Jonathan Alexander of the Houston Chronicle was even more direct. He said that seeing Al-Shaair traded would be, in his words, the most shocking news of 2026, not of March, not of the month, of the entire year. And the financial analyses reinforce this view. Troy Chapman of Over the Cap said that the Texans are much more likely to extend Al-Shaair's contract than to trade him. Michael Gianniti of the Spotrac went in the same direction and projected a 3-year, $39 million extension for the linebacker. The Spotrac's projected market value is $13,200,000 per year. For a Pro Bowler, team captain, who leads the best defense in the NFL, that's a fair price. And the Texans know it. Here's the part that requires honesty. The Texans have some very important financial decisions ahead of them. C.J. Stroud will need a contract extension. Will Anderson Jr., one of the best pass rushers in the league, will also need an extension. And now Al-Shaair is projecting a nearly $40 million contract. for 3 years. The NFL's salary cap isn't infinite, and Nick Caserio will need to make tough choices in the coming months about who stays, who goes, and how much each will earn. But here's the strongest argument for keeping Al-Shaair. Elite defenses are built over years. You don't buy a linebacker who commands a defense in free agency for $13 million. You don't find a natural captain in the draft. These players are built within the team, with time, with trust, with a relationship that goes beyond money. Al-Shaair has all of that in Houston, and DeMeco Ryans knows that better than anyone. In the coming months, one of two things will happen. The Texans will sit down with Al-Shaair and finalize a contract extension that keeps him in Houston until at least 2029. Or the matter will continue to escalate, the Cowboys will make a formal trade offer, and Nick Caserio will need to decide if draft capital is worth more than one of the most important leaders in that locker room. Most people close to the team believe the extension will happen, that Al-Shaair will continue wearing that red jersey, that DeMeco Ryans won't let his adopted son go anywhere. But in the NFL, as we know, never say never. Texans Nation, this is a story that few are following closely, but it could be one of the most important of this offseason. Azeez Al-Shaair, Pro Bowler, captain, leader, the man who commands the best defense in the NFL, and the Cowboys want him on the other side of the state. The question for you is simple. Would you renew Al-Shaair's contract right now before any trade becomes possible? Or do you think Caserio should listen to the offers and see what Dallas has to offer? Leave your answer in the comments. I want to read each one. This is the kind of decision that defines championships, and Texans Nation needs to have an opinion on this. Subscribe to the channel, share with that Texans fan friend, and we'll see you in the next video. Bull up. Houston doesn't give up on its leaders. At least that's what we hope.